Was it though?
It was.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, in our previous interviews, you said that one of your main goals for TBT was to venture out into different forms of media, whether that's movies, other games, etc. Have you felt like the team has reached that goal? And if so, what is your next major goal that you have in mind? This is bad, by the way. This is really bad.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm King. You're watching. No, that's your bit.
That is. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm King, and welcome to DP Islands.
Wait, it isn't the nose. It's the beak. It's not a.
I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Mathieu Cote. Thank you for joining me.
Salut.
Yeah. This is going to be fun. You are the man negotiating all of the big licenses on the scariest scenes. The man famously known for saying you did a pretty good job so far.
I have.
And the man with a great sense of fashion. Always respected.
Real? I tried.
Looks good today. Welcome on in. How are you feeling today?
Good.
Good.
So far.
Yeah. You're probably wondering why we got chicken outfits on. Well, this is originally just meant for Matthew because he's not going to be doing the hot sauces. So instead, I have a very gross and unique lineup for him.
I like that better, actually.
Yeah.
The hot sauce is, I can't do hot sauce.
Yeah, well-
But I can do gross.
Yeah, I can do a little bit of hot sauce, but it won't feel good later.
All right.
It's okay.
And you're not going to do a little bit of hot sauce. You're going to do a lot of hot sauce. So.
If I'm doing a lot, you're doing a lot of that.
Oh, I'm doing all of it. I don't care.
Yeah, you got to go all out. If I'm going all out, you're going all out. All right.
I didn't think backing out was an option.
We are starting off with the classic hot sauce for me, and for Matthew, we got a lovely...
I think it's ketchup, which is very, very reasonable. I thought it was very reasonable, but
Yeah.
some people in the aisle are telling me that this might actually be the religious schisms about whether ketchup is a reasonable sauce.
All right.
Do I have utensils or something? Just
have you-
dunk it
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'll figure something
Yeah.
out.
Well,
All right. I think that this is very silly, but that's okay.
there you go. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good.
Was it good?
All right.
That's it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
That was really good. So, Matthew,
Yep.
you obviously, gaming runs deep in your blood. What is one of the games that you picked up as a child that really captivated you, you really enjoyed, and looking back, why do you think that was the cause? Why do you think that game pulled you in? What was that one game?
There's so many, but the first thing that came to my mind right now was California games that I played on Commodore 64. Like from day one, whether it was like Super Mario or even Mario Bros, which I played before that.
The classic.
There was a magic to it. That little joystick that I had, that little square one with the tiny little and a red button. The magic of seeing something dance on screen while you're fiddling, it is beautiful. And it's funny because it took me so long to realize that this was actually a valid career. It's always something that got in the way of my work or my studies or something else, until I realized it was actually something that I could spend time professionally doing. And then the rest is history. Then the last 20 years of my life.
That's awesome. The dream, some might say.
Hey, I'm sorry for breaking the immersion, but I have a really, really cool announcement. I have partnered up with Plushify Lab, and we have come together to make my mascot, Ari the Lion, into a real-life plush. How cool is that? The link will be down below. Please go ahead, add it to your cart. This campaign is only going to be running for 3 weeks, and this is a limited edition plushie. In order for this to go through, we need to get 200 pre-orders, so be sure to sign up down below. A big thank you again to Plushify Lab.
I got me some Frank's Red Hot, the classic. Matthew has some lemon juice, I believe.
Oh, and it's not even fresh lemon juice. It's just like,
Not bad.
yeah, it's nothing to write home about.
Frank's is really good. It's a classic.
I'll do that. I'll follow you in there.
Now, let's dig into the archives for a minute. Working long at Behavior. I've spoken
15 years now.
15 years?
14.
Wow. That is a very long time. Before Behavior, though, what are some other jobs that you tackled on that, looking back, was such a humbling and fun experience that you've done before? Like you said, gaming fully became your career, and you realized this was something you could actually pursue.
Probably my first career was a bartender. I was a bartender for many years, especially the most memorable was a little bar called the Vampire Lounge, where most of us were actually role-playing Vampire the Masquerade. We were running a live game at the time before I got hired as a bartender there. When I got there, it was a really shifty place. Like, it was mob run, I think. Even the fancy mob, like just
Basic bitch mob.
yeah. Like, literally, my first day there, they said, oh, by the way, if there's anything happening, don't call the cops. There's a phone number in the cash register. There's a guy at the Burger King across the street. He's gonna be here faster. And I'm like, oof, okay.
Pretty shady. I can tell you as a bartender, though.
I did pretty damn good, I'd say. And then we actually continued to run our Vampire the Masquerade game as we were playing. So the bouncer was actually a werewolf in game, so we could actually throw you out in character. We had an electric chair plugged onto a 9-volt battery, just enough to give you a little, Anyway, so that was super fun. That was my first career. Then I went back to school. I wanted to be a high school teacher, probably French or English, and I studied for a bit. And then
Maybe a life either.
I think I would have done well.
Yeah.
Then I got, life got in the way and I had to go back to work. So I actually was a manager in a sex shop for many years. I continued to distribute vices to people, which I continue to do to this day. And then I went back to school for video games on a bit of a whim, or I didn't know where I belonged at that time. And that's where I ended up here.
Yeah.
But I have to say, one of the shittiest jobs I ever had was washing dishes in a really cheap Mexican restaurant. And I cherish this job to this day because when I have a bad day, everybody has a bad day.
Of course.
Wake up, you go, nah, not today.
Yeah.
Not every day. I'm not a grumpy man yet. Okay. But then I remember, I go, oh no, actually, this is a really, really good job. Like, I'm well paid. I do stuff that interests me. I'm surrounded by smart and actually pleasant people. So yeah, it puts things in perspective. I think it's important for everybody to have one really awful job at some point, just so you can compare later. So far, the hot sauces have been very reasonable.
Yeah, they have been good. Now that you say it, though, I think they're going to start to get a little bit worse. So, we got 4 out of 10 on the spice level. Matthew, I believe you have pizza sauce in there.
That's starting to get in the
Little weird, right?
very unhinged. But then again, like chicken pizza.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Oh, I don't like the coloration of this one. I feel like this is not going to be so good.
Oh, okay, that's yeah. That chicken works well. with
Chicken works?
the sauce.
Okay, well, hopefully this one isn't too bad for me.
I'm not saying I discovered the new way to eat chicken, but it's not bad.
Oh, you know what? This isn't that bad either.
Okay, let's try this.
It's not so bad.
Was very reasonable. Los calientes.
So, take us back a little bit as well. We spoke about your early jobs. You obviously then came over to Behavior, did your stuff there. What was your moment that you realized that we might actually be cooking with something here? Like, this might actually be it.
It's tough to pick one, but PAX 2016. So that's a couple of months before we launched. And it's the first time we showed it to people live. We had a little booth at PAX and we showed it to people, and we were right next to the booth, the Twitch booth. And the first day was okay. But the second day, I think people talked at night about that first day and the few people who had tested the game.
Yeah.
And they sort of talked amongst each other. And the next day, it was insane. And it was not just, I mean, everybody there is a gamer and going there because they're gamers, but it was people who were content creators telling us this is going to be great for my channel, which is a perspective that we had not had until that moment. I think the realization that there are a lot of people out there who make a living out of being over the top, overreacting to everything, being big characters, and we are giving them a gold mine, an endless source of jump scares and moments, right? One of the things that we tried to, like, over the years, we've tried to define what makes Dead by Daylight good in many ways, but one of the things is it generates unique moments. Things that you can say after a game, oh my God, did you know what happened in this one, right? And that is never ending, really deep. And that's part of the magic of it. I think that's one of the moments when I realized that.
Yeah, and that's why I love the new player experience. As soon as you jump in, you get that same feeling again, and then you keep wanting more and more and more, and eventually, before you know it, you have 1,000 hours in the game just playing forever.
And it's also why we try to not break, but stretch the rules of the game whenever we release a new killer.
Yeah.
So that the strategy we're using, you'll have to rethink that, because now it doesn't work against this one.
And it keeps you hooked onto the game because it's something different every single time, which you guys have almost mastered doing,
I think that now I'm mixing the sauces and the weird things. Maybe that's a mistake.
We'll see. Next up, number 4. Chipotle peppers. You have syrup.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? I think yours are pretty calm.
Yeah, that's so far it's all stuff that I might actually put on my chicken on a low day. This probably happens when you have waffles and chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
Which is a very good mix.
I think I'm getting into there. Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
A little bit more spicy, but it's a unique taste. It's actually quite good.
Okay.
Oh, I'm getting nervous though, because now it's gonna start getting worse.
Yeah, I might not follow you the whole way. For now, so far so good.
Maybe I can convince you. So Matthew,
Yes.
let's go a little bit more up your field, getting some licenses in DBT.
Yeah.
For us as fans, it's something that we are always excited for what's coming next, but you're obviously the man that knows first. Right there at the forefront, making these deals happen. What was one of the licenses that you brought into the game that to this day you can't believe you really pulled off and left you starstruck after everything, like, wow?
That's a no contest. Nick Cage. It's insane that we got that in the game. And the absolute pleasure of being a witness to watching this man work and do what he does was a moment that I will cherish for a long time.
Yeah.
Seriously, I was lucky enough to be present when we did the VO recording.
Yeah.
So essentially, we had him in a studio booth in Vegas, and we had a voice director on site, and then the behavior team was on a Zoom call with that voice director. So we weren't interacting because you don't want 12 people talking at the same time. There's a voice director there for that. But watching him get there, take his jacket off, and take his sheet, and immediately, like the first 4 seconds of him speaking in the mic was already pure gold, and we got so much good stuff on it. It was magical.
Yeah, I remember you saying in previous interviews that for the grunts and the noises, you told them, oh, we'll just get someone that sounds like, and they're like, no.
Yeah, that's it. Like we wanted to manage his voice box because recording for Dead by Daylight is strenuous. It's
for sure
screeching, screaming, and grunting, and it can be very harsh on someone's voice box. And we know that that's his main tool, right? That's his job. Like, we know the next day he's not going to be able to do whatever he wants with this. So we offered that. We said, you know what, you can record the voices and then we'll do the grunts and the rest. And he says, no. There's never been a Nick Cage sound-alike. We're not going to start today. We're like, sure, Mr. Cage, thank you very much for your generosity. And he essentially knocked it out of the park, the whole thing anyway. So
absolutely amazing.
Not that we ever doubted it.
If you're enjoying so far, please consider subscribing down below. These videos take a lot of time and resources to make, so please hit the sub button down below. I'm trying to hit 150,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so it would mean the world if you can help me out.
That's just stupid. Let's relish with some chips.
Salt and vinegar chips and relish. I do not envy you at all. How are the chips?
They're mushy.
Let's see what we got here. Regular old hot sauce. Well, the coloration.
I'm gonna try this. So you didn't order them by...
Oh, these were. Oh no, these are. I have a complete set, but... Oh, you're going for it. Well, I don't know. Let's get it up there. Let's get in there.
Actually, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I do enjoy pickles and relish.
Yeah.
I expected it to be more unpleasant, but it's not bad.
I think I'm just giving you some good combinations to try out next time, yeah. So DVD is always evolving. Over the years, you guys keep pushing and pushing those limits.
That's sauce though.
Good, right?
Well, it's good, but it's a little...
Yeah, it's getting up there, yeah. Over the years, you guys continuously evolve, bringing in new things, new game modes, expanding the types of deals. But what's something recently you're most proud of that Dead by Daylight was able to do and managed to get done?
Again, this is so difficult to pick one. You keep asking me who my favorite child is.
Well, you could give a few answers, some more so of the things that
I'm just very happy and proud that we set aside some time to do a major quality of life push. I think that was needed. And it's very difficult for us to do it because the cadence we set for ourselves is sort of sacred now to a certain extent.
Right.
And so I think that it's very, very positive that we are able to set some time aside to do that. Yeah. The return of Stranger Things was also very satisfying. It was very, very satisfying.
Oh, we were so happy.
And then when I rewatched the whole thing, and it was good.
It is good. Waiting for the next season.
Yeah, season 5 will be...
Should be really.
Yeah.
Shall we continue?
Sure.
Oh, this just looks bad.
It's the joy of it is that it looks so simple.
Yeah, it won't.
And then I have this.
You know, I think that would actually be good. Fluff and sprinkles.
Yeah, fluff and sprinkles. That's a horror movie we're probably not gonna get in Dead by Daylight. There was a horror movie in the 80s called The Stuff. And it's like fluff like this that falls from space. And people start eating it and then they go like zombie-like. It's a bad movie. It's very bad. Watch it. Okay, so this looks wrong. Like this looks wrong.
Doesn't look.
It doesn't, yeah, well. Happy birthday.
Oh, mine's actually no, that's not that bad. How about you?
It's the sprinkles. They're throwing me off. The fluff itself is okay.
Yeah,
I'll try the sauce though.
sure. Now this one's more liquidy. It's not bad.
But the sprinkles, it's the crunch. It doesn't make me happy.
Yeah. So let's do more of a fun question. I know you love your team. You've been working with a lot of the.
Mean.
Yeah. Okay. I'm enjoying these. These aren't bad. Yeah. Okay. This is where you kind of stop.
Yeah.
There. Let's say you guys were stranded on a desert island.
Sure. Like the whole office?
Not quite.
Okay.
Let's say
Just me.
just you, but you can pick one person to assist you, and anybody on the team. But you also need to throw someone under the bus here and say you don't want them at all to be stranded with you. Who are you picking to stay with you and helping you survive? Let's say you got to survive just a couple of days until.
I'd probably ask Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd get a lot. Dave and I could spend, well, I don't know about Dave. I maybe did fed up with it, but I could spend days with Dave and I'd be very happy and he makes me laugh. So I think we'd be fine. Also, he's very creative. So we'd find ways.
Oh, who are you not bringing? Like, and
you.
Me?
Yeah, you're part of the team.
Oh.
So that's a great thing that I compliment. It's like one of those shit sandwiches. You know, call it? So yeah, you're part of the team. Great. Hey, you're not coming.
To be fair, when I went to PAX's, or not PAX's, Comic-Con, first time we met formally, I got the behavior pass. So from that point on, I said, I'm part of the team.
But then you absolutely are. I think that it's true of most of our content creators, certainly the Fog Whisperers, and to a certain extent, even the players, like fans of the game, they are ambassadors. They are evangelists for us. And yeah, they're part of the team. So you're part of the team. And you're not coming.
I think I am one short, so I'm going to try your market.
Okay, that's your worst idea. So you're gonna
So this, yeah, I'll try to fluff, and you have yourself a vinegar and mince. Now he's getting up there.
That's just not.
No, I don't think that.
And there's not even a sauce to try to. Anyway.
I feel like I'm gonna enjoy this one. Oh yeah.
Why?
This is gonna be great.
Oh.
Let's do it. Oh, I should have. Oh no. Well,
Oh. It tastes gray and dusty.
mine is delicious.
I don't like this.
So, man,
I'll have some hot sauce too. Sort of a mix of the last four.
your role so far in DVD definitely has had its probably fair share of tough calls that you need to make. What?
Huh. I went a little harsh. Go ahead.
Is there something that
Tough calls, yes.
constantly comes around that you're always like, ugh, and it's always something that reoccurs when you're doing your job that you just are, it's just always tough? Is there any aspect of the job that's like that?
Not really. I'd say the things that I sort of brace myself for are usually, like I build them up worse than they end up being. And it's usually when we have, I was gonna say when we have difficulties with licensors, like to agree on what the thing should be.
Yeah.
But even that is usually not a problem because it's part of the creative process and I'm used to that.
Yeah.
The problem is when we have that and time or no time,
Right.
which is usually the case, right? When we are not in agreement and we're having a really hard time both being proud of the thing that we're doing and like both agreeing that this is right.
Yeah.
And then you can see the days pass by and go, shit, we gotta find a way now. And it gets very stressful and everybody sort of starts to feel that tension. It puts a lot of tension on people.
I understand.
And that's the less fun part of my job. But in the end, it's still fun, right?
Yep.
It's still, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's part of the process.
That's
So yeah,
fair.
this is, I'm looking forward to this.
Peanut butter from Matthew, and I got some red hot habanero sauce.
The chicken is good.
The chicken is good. I am happy. There was little to no places open, so I'm happy I found quite the decent.
Peanut butter, I'm okay with.
Okay. Well, it'll be a nice break. Let's see mine.
You know, if it was me, I would have tried crunchy. But it's good.
Mine are getting up there in the spice level.
Can I have it?
By all means. For me, this is something that, this is the most I would go. Maybe for you, it might be a little bit too much. But for me, not so bad. So this is something that I have to ask because everybody wants to know the answer.
Good for
Clearing your nostrils, right? Your time in Korea, while playing with some,
you make it sound like I went to war.
yeah, almost everyone looks back at you getting flashlighted so much
Yeah.
as the hack. Then the number one burning question that everybody has is, was that the reason that flashlights got changed because you got bullied so severely by them over there?
No, if that's what it took, then I would be under tremendous danger because people would continually just bully me into many different things. Like, I want more outfits for you, even. Meh. For instance. No. At the time, we were well aware that there was a problem with the flashlights.
So it wasn't because you
Just
got,
bad timing.
it's not because you got their feelings hurt.
No. But I didn't get my feelings hurt.
Sure. You look great.
I was nervous. I always try to make a good impression when I'm playing the game. You know, it's funny because it's the same thing. I was talking to Dave about that. People have sort of this weird expectation that because we work on Dead by Daylight, we should be the best at the game.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. None at all. We're not the best at the game.
Right.
We just enjoy the game. And if anything, if you ask Dave, and especially if you ask me, we like to play the game to create fun scenarios and to create circumstances that will be exciting and new and just entertaining. So, yeah, I'm not very good at the game. And that showed it in States. And well, that's a little hot, the last one.
Yeah.
But then Korean players do take their gaming seriously.
They do. Yeah, I am.
And I think they certainly had a good time.
Yeah,
So I did my job correctly.
that is true. It's time to enter the dangerous territory.
So I wish this was mustard, but it's not.
It is not.
Like I would have taken like a Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
I'd chuck that.
Yeah. Well, we have some. You can mix it together if you like.
What's up? Like, why did you bring mustard and not put it in the list?
So I have the bomb, which is notoriously one of the worst ones. Even some arguing, even though it's lower on the Scoville, that it's worse than this.
Okay.
You know what? Take a whiff of it.
That smells like pain.
This is gonna be pain. Oh no, it's not even liquid. Oh no.
Shove it. Just jiggle the thingy. There you go.
Oh, that's.
That's barely enough.
Would you like some?
No.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. How's yours?
You know what?
Oh,
It is mango puree, like kids' meat. But I was expecting it to. You're not even listening. I was expecting it to, and still I'm having more. But I was expecting it to be a little more vibrant in terms of taste, but it tastes very non-threatening.
just a touch.
I can't. Yeah, just the.
Just a touch.
No, this is. Won't do a lot. You know, I try to live my life in a way that whenever I spot a moment that looks like it's gonna be the beginning of America's funniest videos, I usually stop.
Yeah.
I go, no, I'm not gonna do that. This looks like a stupid thing, right? But it looks like the beginning of a moment.
Nice knowing.
Was it though?
It was.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, in our previous interviews, you said that one of your main goals for TVT was to venture out into different forms of media, whether that's movies, other games, etc. Have you felt like the team has reached that goal? And if so, what is your next major goal that you have in mind? This is bad, by the way. This is really bad.
What are you talking about? The goal.
The
What's
goal.
our next goal?
You said in our previous interviews that you wanted to get DVD into other forms of media,
Oh yeah.
whether it's movies, games, board games, whatever the case may be. And you guys definitely have done quite a lot of that. We got a movie on the horizon, we got the board game, we have collaborations with different companies. Have you felt that the company has reached that goal? And if so, what is your next main big goal that you want for DBT?
No, we haven't yet reached that goal. And the next one, I mean, the movie's gonna be a milestone. It's gonna be so cool to be able to see our universe in that media.
That's how. That is.
But yeah, I think the next thing might be Guess Who.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have, instead of asking for a free game, I should have asked for some royalties, but
Too late.
yeah. I will gladly take a count. Okay. Well, Matthew, you have your apple cider vinegar, and I have the last dab experience, the highest Scoville that you can do.
I'm not gonna do that.
Do not.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
This is for the trained professionals, not me, but
Yeah. This is.
yeah.
One thing I like, cider vinegar is a general thing, but now it's a dipping sauce.
Well, now it was great knowing you. Oh, remedial act. Terrible.
It tastes like regret.
I done. Matthew, of course we have to leave up here. The most famous thing you've ever said was we did a pretty good job so far. How do you feel about that statement in this day and age? And do you still think, which I probably already know, that you guys are still doing a pretty good job so far.
I've said a lot of stupid shit in the last 10 years.
Yes.
I've done very stupid things too. I'm very happy that if there's one that sticks, it's this one.
Yes.
Because to this day, whew, oh my God, I don't like this. To this day, I still very much believe that we've done a damn good job.
Pretty damn good job.
Yeah. And we'll continue to do so.
Well, Matthew, we've done it. We have conquered the nastiest and the spiciest wings, even though we're going through it. We've officially done it.
Yeah.
The camera's all yours. Anything you'd like to say to the people? Now's your time. Thank you guys so much.
Hopefully this amused you. Are you entertained?
Any big projects you're working on you want to let the people know about?
No. We're gonna continue to make this game and have fun as long as you continue asking for it.
Damn straight. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm the king. I tip my crown to you guys. We'll see you.
I'll tip my crow, whatever that's called.
We'll see you in the fog.
It's a little hot.
That is hot.
Did you get what you wanted?
All right.
You should get a teleprompter.
I do have one at home. Yeah. I feel like I'm short. You did
Well-
sit in my chair.
No,
You should.
but
There, I think.
I'm sorry to say, but you kind of are.
No, see? Maybe you can put yours lower.
And in another 5 minutes.
I'm trying.
No, it's okay. I'm not judging. I'm totally judging.
100%.
Yeah.
You got that camera too, in case you want to die.